So the reason why I went with this one, I was gonna go with the rolling up one instead, but my brother-in-law has one of the rolling ones for his Tundra. I liked it a lot too, but when it really came down to it, space was the limiting factor for me. So because the one with the rolling one, you have there's like a big little cage there to retract, like the retractable. There you go. So I decided, you know what, I need to maximize my amount of space as much as possible. So this is why I decided to go with the MX4 and not with anything else. Probably my only one complaint that I had is when I got it, this little piece here was like kind of broken or flimsy, and eventually over time it just kind of like not just snapped off, but it cracked. Let me show you guys right here. One hand. Oops. Right where my finger's at, there's like a small little crack, and it's very wiggly. So this happened probably like about a month into owning this. I emailed RealTruck and they sent me a replacement part. I was gonna replace it, but I was like, you know what, I don't know how it's gonna perform. Let me wait until this piece breaks off officially, and then I'll replace it. So I have not replaced it yet, but they did send me the replacement part free of charge. So great customer service on that part. When I did get it, I think there were some like little scratches here and there. I can't remember. I think on the bottom side. Let me show you guys. There was a little, kind of like a deep gouge. These are all for me. Let's see. I forgot. Over here. So this one was from when I got it from the original. When I opened the box up, I can really care less. It's just a little scratch. And this thing is going to get pretty dirty so far. But it rained a couple days ago as well too. I didn't have any issues with these channels, but it is not 100% waterproof in my particular experience, and I'll go in details with that. And you pretty much adjust it with these knobs to tighten up. I pretty much maxed these out, but for some reason mine keeps kind of sliding forward. I have driven with this flipped up like this before too, and I've noticed that going 80 miles an hour on the freeway, it kind of took a little piece out of here, and eventually this is just gonna rip off. So I don't do that very often though, but just in case for someone who decides. But I'm sure this is easily replaceable, right? So, but I can kind of care less about that. I don't do that very often anyways. These are adjustable if you need to. I took mine straight from the factory, never adjusted it, and it worked perfectly fine. The install, let me talk to you guys about the install real quick. The pictures, it wasn't very clear. At first I was having issues installing it, but I didn't realize you have to remove this little plastic piece, and it literally just sits in there. Because if you remove it like that, then these channels will slide in much easier. So once again, you're gonna need this piece. I almost thought about throwing this away because it's just plastic, but I just decided I'm just gonna keep it on. But if one of these days it falls off, whatever, it's not the end of the world. All right, so let me show you guys real quick. I misread this part, and mine is not flush, as you guys can see, and it wasn't locking when I put it in. So don't make this mistake. You see that? Whenever I close it, I could not close it, and it wouldn't lock because you have to take off this little plastic piece and slide the brackets inside there. I didn't realize that part. I watched one of those other guys' videos, because all it says here is step 7. These 2 steps, right? You guys can read it. Basically, all it says is slide in there. Yeah, technically you can just slide it in. That's what I did. But they didn't say you have to take this piece out, which was what I messed up on. You're supposed to take this piece off, and then you slide the 3 brackets in, and you're fine. So I'm gonna redo that part. So it's a really tight fit, and now they're really in freaking snug, and you guys can even see it's scraping off the powder coating. So now you know it's really snug in there. Yeah. So now I shouldn't have any issues now. This one, I do switch it off on and off between my soft hopper, my tan soft hopper, and the BAKFlip. This is my go-to everyday, that's always on the car. And I have zero issues with it so far. And I actually like it a lot. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Hold it up. So if you're driving like this, right, and then from the inside, if you look at, I guess, the rear view, it's pitch black because obviously it's all up. So you still have your side mirrors so you can look at, so that's not too bad. Putting it away, super easy. I could just do one hand. Just flip it, and it locks. Do it again. It locks. Last piece. There we go. So the thing about the fitment on mine is, like I said, I was showing you guys earlier about the little knobs. I've tightened it to the max already. I don't want to like over tighten it or break them because they're just plastic. But mine here tends to shoot a little forward more, so it does not sit 100% flush. The reason why I say that is because when I show you guys the other video when it rains, there's a small tiny gap right here. My knife, I can go up and down. I mean, to me it doesn't really bug me as much, but I can go all the way across. So this is where I tend to have the leakage of water. But even still, the Tundra has a lot of creases. If you want to make it watertight, you might as well get weather stripping, put it everywhere. So I can really care less. But when it does rain, pretty much down here to right about here is a little wet. I didn't have much leaks anywhere on the sides, so there was pretty good. But I'll show you guys that raining video in a bit. So protection wise, security wise, is this thing theft proof and so on? The Tundra, this piece locks up, so I'm not worried about it. But I mean, if someone really wants to, they can just this is just plastic. They can just get a screwdriver and yank it up, or a crowbar or something. So, and plus with the little string right too, if you know what you're doing, you can easily just, so I'm lifting it up, I can easily just get a string or something and pull it off. So, but it's better than not having no protection at all. So, so that's that. So, would I recommend this product? Yes, 100%. I truly like it, and especially because I got it from RealTruck too. You could get it from somewhere else, but I think they did a really good job with me, so I would recommend getting it from them. Once again, there you guys have it. So it's cloudy and gloomy. I like this thing. It's nice, but the only issue is I can't get mine to line up all the way clear over here. So this is one thing why I say it's not waterproof. So as you guys can see, there's like a small little gap here, and it goes all the way across. And I'll show you guys the aftermath. I've tried to tighten up, loosen up the area, pulled it back, but I think just with like driving and everything, it just kind of tends to shift up, and I don't want to break those knobs over there, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. It's been like this for like almost a year now, so I'm okay with it. So, but for the most part, everything seals up really good. This is the bending area, of course, so it's gonna be like that. So here's this, and this is what I'm talking about. So mine, I think it's supposed to sit back like maybe half an inch, quarter inch, but mine for some reason always moves up against the cab like that. I'll show you guys the other side. Once again, here's this part. This is the little flappy part that I was talking about. I got the replacement, I just never replaced it. I'm waiting for it to like either break off officially or get worse, but I'm okay with it. Once again, so here's this side. It's that little bending part here. It doesn't sit flush all the way, but it's okay. Alright. So here it is. So this is how mine sits. Right? Once again, I think it should be back this way more, but once again, it always moves. Alright. Now, this is the reason why I said I had my trunk open earlier. I was unloading stuff from Costco, but since I think I have the little gap, all this area here, it's like up part 2 here, it gets wet. So as you guys can see right there, there's some water running down that area over there. Same thing with this little area here. So if you're looking for something that's 100% waterproof, not necessarily. Once again, these Tundras does have a lot of gaps here too, so I don't expect it. So that's why I have my Costco basket over there. So let me show you guys what it looks like. That's one fold, 2 fold, and here's the final. So once again, this small area here, a little bit coming down from here. It hasn't really been using this channel as much, so it's not that much rain, and I'm also parked at an incline, so water's kind of piling up here, and I did drill my holes a little bigger too, and I drilled, I think, those ones too. So I went ahead and drilled I drilled an additional hole. This is the OEM one. It's about 1/4 inch. I measured with the drill bit, so it's about 1/4 inch. I might make them a little bigger. So there's 4 of them in here in the bed. But like this one got clogged last time, so I might make them just a little bigger. But 5/8. This one was like perfect. The passenger side is a little tight, or a little more loose. So I thought about it. I was gonna get a new hose, but I was like, you know what? I'll just use this one because the hole's a little bigger, just in case something decides to get jammed in the rails and prevent the water from leaking. It might leak everywhere else. So I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe the bigger hose would be better. So this one, I'm not gonna cut it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna push everything out. So, and then I'm just gonna zip tie it there. So this one is under the driver's side. So there's the OEM hole. Here's the drain tube here. Also, this is the passenger side. That's the OEM one. And this is the drain tube here. So a little bit of water dripping here. I think some dripping here too. For the most part, not bad. Yeah, so these are the knobs I was telling you guys about. So I don't want to over tighten it because I feel like these are just plastic and I feel like it might break over time. So I just tightened it as much as I can, but it still moves around a little bit. So let's see if I can show you guys. If I pull it. Oh yeah, so if I pull it towards me, you see how there's some play in it? Now, the gap is a little tighter, but it's gonna go move back up again. But there you guys go.
Can you eat right here, okay?
I heard something crack. I heard something crack.
Did you hear me?
So this is the BAKFlip
I know.
MX4.
Like it starts,
I think
but
that's like way over here. They only carry it in McDonald's.
How much you weigh, dude? 100 pounds?
Like, I would like
you walk down the street.
35?
You don't weigh 35 pounds. You're like 100 pounds, dude.
I'm not.
Stay over here.
Don't go on the street. Too much cars.
I gotta go.